They always say they're fine. Not convincingly fine, not enthusiastically fine, just like a smile drawn in pencil, careful, measured, precise. They show up, they respond with humor at the right moments, they keep things moving, they don't overshare. And from the outside, it looks like nothing really touched them, like whatever they went through didn't leave a mark. But here's the uncomfortable truth most people miss. The ones who seemed the most okay after going through too much didn't heal their way there. They adapted their way there. You probably know someone like this, or maybe this is you. The person who stays calm when everything is falling apart, the one who cracks jokes in situations that would make anyone else uncomfortable, who shows up always. People admire it. They call it strength, emotional control, calmness under pressure. But what they don't see is that calm didn't come from peace, it came from repetition, from survival. When someone goes through too much for too long, their brain doesn't just cope, it rewires itself. Their nervous system learns a new rule. Panicking doesn't protect you, awareness does. So instead of reacting loudly, they observe. Instead of asking, "Why me?" they ask, "What do I need to do next?" From the outside, it looks like maturity. From the inside, it's survival math. Ever notice how small problems barely rattle them? Someone snaps at them. They assume there's more going on. Plans fall apart. They adjust. Uncertainty shows up. They've already imagined worse. Other people experience stress like a fire alarm. They experience it like background noise. And here's the twist. You'd think someone who's been through so much would be bitter, closed off, cynical, but often it's the opposite. They're deeply empathetic, almost unsettlingly so. They notice tiny shifts, a forced smile, a pause that lasts a second too long. They can read room without a word being spoken, not because they're naturally gifted, because reading emotional danger used to be a survival skill. Empathy became a habit before it became a virtue. Most people walk into a room and see people. They walk in and feel atmosphere. But there's a cost. Ever notice someone always picks the seat facing the exit? Or meticulously plans every small detail for a casual coffee? That's hypervigilance. That's a nervous system that learned the hard way that safety is a luxury. And when you point it out, they laugh it off. It's not a big deal, I'm just like this. They also downplay their own pain constantly. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Other people had it worse. I'm fine, really. It's like they've developed an allergy to being seen as victims. Surviving meant convincing themselves they were okay. Admitting struggle now feels like weakness, even when it isn't. And this shows up in relationships. They become incredibly loyal, but strangely distant at the same time. They'll show up for you at 3 a.m., no questions asked, but ask them to talk about their own needs? Suddenly they're busy, distracted, fine again. Closeness isn't relaxing, it's activating. Connection used to come with consequences, so their nervous system doesn't soften when someone gets close. They want intimacy, but they're terrified of dependence. They learn to need nobody. Strong, yes, but lonely too. They adapt though. They always do. New environments don't scare them. Change feels familiar. Life falling apart, they find a way to keep moving. And their humor, especially dark humor, becomes sharper. Not because they're insensitive, but because humor takes power away from pain. Every joke is a small act of defiance, a rebellion against the things that tried to break them. But underneath all of this, there's something rarely spoken about: grief. Not for someone else, for themselves. The version that trusted easily, the version that didn't anticipate danger in every silence. They miss a softness they didn't get to keep, a version of themselves they can't touch anymore. How do you explain being homesick for a self you barely remember, a freedom you learned about too late? This grief doesn't destroy them, it shapes them. It makes them quieter, more observant, more intentional. They value peace because they know the cost of chaos. They choose safe people because unsafe ones taught them what it feels like to shrink. And maybe that's the real psychology here. People who look fine after going through too much aren't untouched. They're transformed. Pain becomes awareness, survival becomes insight, and without trying, they become something rare. Not because life was gentle, because they learned to navigate storms. A lighthouse doesn't shine because it's perfect. It shines because it remembers the darkness. So the next time someone seems a little too calm, a little too okay, a little too quick to laugh at their own pain, don't mistake that for ease. Every boundary, every joke, every moment of depth came at a cost. They went through too much, and somehow they're still here. If this felt like it was describing you or someone you care about, you're not alone, and there's more to this transformation than most people realize.